Russ, what can you guys take off of that Edmonton game? I know you guys came up short with the 2 points, but still managed to get the one. What was some of the things to build off?
Yeah, I think we had a meeting today, and Kaner said it best. He just said that was probably the first period was probably one of our best periods of the year. So we just got to keep playing that way. All four lines were going, and having ozone time, staying above their good players. We were disciplined too. We gave them two power plays, and the guys have done a great job the last couple games here of killing penalties, and especially against a pretty intimidating unit like Edmonton. So overall, it was good. I think we got on our heels a little bit towards the end, but definitely good stuff to build off of.
You talk about the penalty kill in particular. What are some of the things when the group is doing well? Like, what are the strengths of your guys' penalty kill?
I think predictability. I think there's obviously different plays that happen, and we have triggers and different routes to go into, and it's about reading off each other, playing with a lot of pace, winning our face-offs, and just getting the puck down and getting our clears.
Looked like penalty kill was a point of emphasis today during practice. What's kind of the mindset going in tomorrow against a good power play team like the Jets?
Yeah, same kind of thing as Edmonton. Stay out of the box first of all, and then just stick to our structure. Like I said, I think last couple of games have been really positive for our penalty kill, and I expect that to keep going.
The importance of practice as the season goes on. Some days you guys get long ones, some guys might be as long. How does the practices evolve as you guys get deeper and deeper into the season?
Yeah, I think obviously it depends on the time of the year and what the week looks like. Today was a good day out there. We had a day off yesterday, so we're able to get some rest, and then today was a good practice, focused on the penalty kill, some of our face-offs and our routes, and then just continue to work on some D-zone and tracking drills and stuff like that. So positive day.
And last one for me, just your season so far on a personal level, offensively, defensively, your two-way game. What are you kind of seeing in terms of stuff you worked on this summer?
Yeah, I think there's obviously ups and downs, and I think I'm pretty good at being honest with myself, and some good stuff, some stuff that I definitely got more in my game, I guess. So just gotta stick with it, keep practicing hard, and keep doing all the right things.
Thanks, Rasmussen.
Just wondering, Winnipeg, I think, leads the league in shots per game. I think you're 31st in shots against per game. Are you okay with an imbalance if the shots are from the outside, at least at this point?
Well, that's a great question, because you're always, it's the day and age of analytics. Everyone knows them. 10 years ago, everyone would be talking about how we're 8th in the league in goals against. So, no, I think volume's real. I think it's an issue. Even the two own goals against us, the last two games, the Buffalo that went off our D-man's back, and then the Edmonton first goal that went off our D-man's stick, those came from volume. They're not grade A's. So I think there's an emphasis on that. Again, with analytics, you can go a lot of different directions with it. We're 8th in the league in goals against, and that's where the penalty kill's struggling. We're 1st in the league in dangerous rushes against. We're not giving up odd mans. We're not giving up easy things. It's funny because we just talked about this, and you're trying to always evaluate where you're at. We're 10th in the league in low net front slot shots, and we're 16th in the league in slot shots against. These are all top of the league. So there's definitely some positives with those, but I do think volume is real. And yes, we're obviously keeping what you described as shots to the perimeter. It's helped our goalies. I don't think it's an accident. Their numbers are really good the way we're playing, but I do think volume is real, and it's something we're going to try to suppress.
Is that a side effect of, like, you come into the year, you want to defend better, right? So naturally, you sort of collapse and play tighter. That's sort of the first step, and then the next step is to...
It could be. That's a really good point. That's a good observation. Again, people sometimes go with these analytics. Everyone knows them now. It's always all or none, these analytics, and you can't be like that. It's a fluid sport. So there's probably some of that. I think our team's done a good job. we're sitting here in this 3 1-on-1 stretch. We had a third period lead in 4 of them. Held them in 3. Got a point against Edmonton. Some positives. But I don't know if many NHLers go to bed dreaming of defending well the next day, especially some of our guys. So I think we have worked on our DNA a little bit, and it's coming around. It's obviously the positive defensive numbers, but there's some defensive numbers we want better. So maybe byproduct, but no, I still think we can be better in some areas. We'll grow our game.
This will be the second game in a row you'll be facing an elite power play. Your PK, are you seeing it trending the right way that you
Yes,
want it?
yeah, great question. Obviously, we talk about those defensive numbers, and again, we've been up against a ton of good offensive teams, some gas, if you will. Same thing on the power play to our penalty kill. So yes, you're asking the question because it has looked better. There's no doubt about it. Even the Buffalo game, we gave up the 1, but it looked sharp. We only gave the 1 chance in the entire game on the penalty kill. And then obviously we faced a power play like that the other night and went 2 for 2 and got us the point late with a big penalty kill. So yeah, it's trending well. You saw we got to work on it today. It's tough to get real reps on the penalty kill. We got a unique part of our schedule. I think we have 3 games in 8 days. It's like the only time we have that all season. So we're going to probably take advantage of some practice and getting some of those reps we did on the penalty kill today. So we need to be better. And obviously tomorrow that is a power play playing at a really high level. So it will be a point of emphasis. But and again, kind of to that, got to give the penalty kill a little credit in that, we're leading the Islanders. Late penalty kill, we got her done. We're leading New Jersey. Late penalty kill against really good power play, we got it done. We're tied against Edmonton, and I don't know if I've ever had a more uncomfortable feeling watching that power play go over the boards with 1:50 left. We got it done and got a point. So there's some positives there, but it's we got to get better at it. We took some opportunity to work on it today.
Eric, kind of follow up on, you mentioned number 1 rush chances against, right, positively. What's kind of the balance of that where it comes to, because part of that can be if you're playing a little bit more aggressively, you're going to give up more rush chances. And when it comes to volume of possession, teams that are getting more volume aren't necessarily getting as many rush chances. What's kind of like the balance?
I think those two, they are different.
Yeah. Okay.
One, when you're giving up odd man, just being aggressive in the wrong spots, turning pucks over, transitioning fuel, deep dives, F3 dives. We had a perfect game going against Edmonton. We had 1 F3 dive, and they get a 3-on-2. The puck's going through our goalie and just leaking past the post. So I still think it's a game of take what's given. And if you get room on an entry, we want our guys making plays. But I just think being responsible and gapping up has been a point of emphasis and why that's a positive number. So we want to be aggressive, of course we do, but we don't want to be careless. I think there's a line there.
What was it in Lucas's game that made you want to get him involved in the penalty kill in this last
Hockey sense, pace. Obviously, he was a really good player. All of a sudden, his minutes go up another minute 30. I know it doesn't sound a lot, but now it's more rhythm of his game, and he's been excellent on it. I think a little bit of our issues on the penalty kill has been the pace of it. We were just slow, a little hesitant, but he plays fast in it, and I think that's been good. And we kind of had a vision of him being an effective penalty killer for us, and it's come to fruition so far.
Derek, with Jonathan Berggren, he does not yet have a goal, but has some lack for chances, and I have to think you like his overall game.
Yeah, that's kind of very happy with him. And again, he's still working on some things we've asked of him. Some of those things we talked about, odd mans and him losing an F3 assignment. He's wall work. He's done a much better job in those things. So, and he is creating chances. I'd be more concerned if he wasn't creating chances. I think it'll come around for him. As even the other day though, he's involved and he's -2 against a really good team, and a couple times he got stuck out on that tough matchup, whether it was Draisaitl or McDavid. They had some struggles, so I still think it's a work in progress, but he's probably coming around to that DNA as a team that I think that's what winning looks like. and he's had some good buy-in, so very happy with him. And as long as he keeps producing chances, which he has, I think it's a positive.
Did you like the chemistry as with Marco, and it looks like you're going to look at Tarasenko there maybe as well?
Yeah, I liked it. And again, I didn't like the fact, they were the -2, the only 2 goals in regulation. But no, they've all had some stretches of good hockey. It looks like a line that could have some positive results. So yeah, we're going to take a look at that.
Something like trying to find the right fit for Tarasenko.
Yeah, it's a little of that. I just think the right fit of our lines, like we win back-to-back, Nashville, New York, and we liked Marco came in, we liked our 12 forwards, and so you run with it a little bit, and then JT goes out, it kind of screws up everything, and then you kind of go with this different look from the other night, very positive. And again, a good game throughout our 12 forwards. We'll probably get another look at that. So I still think we're finding that within our lines, and obviously he's part of it. And I do like the luxury of just some of those wing and centers. I think have helped us along.
Tyler Mott was out there. Tyler Mott was out there. Is he?
First practice today,
yeah.
so I don't think he'll be available for Wednesday. But some of these practices, in a unique part of our schedule, we're going to get 2 more quality practices. We'll get a better feel on his availability for Saturday.
When he's available, will you need to do any roster moves? Or
Yeah, we'll get to that. I'd love to have that problem, if you will, when we get there. Obviously, Marcos gave us some really good hockey and a good spark. We're on a 3-1-1 stretch with this type of lineup here. So let's get through Wednesday. If he's available for Saturday, which I don't know if he will be, I hope we're healthy and we'd have that problem of having to make a roster decision.
You talked the other day about some of the centers that look a little different on the wing. What causes that? Is it
They're able to skate. Center's hard in this league. 200 feet, the reads. There's a mental part to it. There's a physical part to it. Sometimes when these guys get on the wing, it frees them up mentally a little bit. You're able just to work a little more straight line, work on the forecheck. That Andrew Kopp, JT, Kane line had a really good. I think we had them 6-1 chances for. We'll take that anytime. And they played against Draisaitl most of the night. That was a really good night, but they worked hard. It had more to do with the way they worked than probably. I know all 3 have good hockey sense. They showed a little chemistry, but I think it was the fact that in watching them day to day, that was the hardest all 3 worked within a game, and it produced some results. So I just think it frees you up. Center's really hard in this league. It's a little different on the wing.
Kopp's a guy who's taken a lot of matchups for you, but is there something to putting him with a little more natural offense?
Yeah, I think so. And he's had a little of that in his career. I wouldn't say unfortunately. The reality of our team, we've needed him a ton, either in that top 6 center or top 9 center, or some tough assignments. Kind of where we're at, and he's done a good job with it. And again, sometimes on the wing, and he's played a lot of wing in his career. I think it frees him up because he can think it. There is some plays there. I think it does help him.
Derek, you've kind of alluded to during the season, but just guys like Fisher and Veleno the last couple of games answering the bell. How important is that, and is it a good sign and whatnot?
It's immense. Obviously, they're really tough, and again, we work on these 5-game type segments. We're obviously in a 3-1 and 1-1, but our engagement has been at a high level, and I think that draws everyone into the fight with those type of plays and that type of intensity.
Going back to the PK, you touched on this a little bit. Where's the balance of applying pressure versus aggressiveness and striking that chord?
Good question. I think it's a lot of just route taking. We want to be, there's pressure point situations, hitting them correctly. I think we can do a better job on that. And I think when that balance, we always want to be aggressive in it. And when we were struggling a little bit, you could see a little hesitation in there. And it slows you down on your pace and your penalty kill. So there's a balance. But I think you can do both. You can play correct within your routes, within your scheme, with pressuring properly.
Are you going with the Lion tomorrow?
Plan is right now, we'll probably be a post-meeting here, but, yeah, I think we're in a really good spot with two goalies going really well now. I don't see any reason not to come back with Alex.
Thank you.